Hello, hello. I felt really cool to come on and just share this for the moment. It's something that's been coming through really strong for me. And sometimes I like to talk things through. When I want to learn something and really integrate something, it's fun to share it, discuss it. So, the present moment, I keep hearing from Holy Spirit, from divine, however you like to call it. I've been hearing this message over and over and over again, and it keeps coming through so strong to just stay in the present moment. That we don't need to plan anything. And when we time travel in our mind to the past or to the future, we are cutting ourselves off from all of the divine power that can come through us. So I'll explain something that happened 2 days ago. I really wanted to start doing lives, and I hosted this live workshop. And before I announced it to anyone, I was like, I can get out of this. Like, no one signed up yet. So if I want to back out, I can. And then someone signed up. And as soon as that first person signed up, I realized, oh, I am committed now because I'm not someone who's going to flake on a commitment. So I have to do this now. But the thing that I realized is that me as a person, as Zovina, with my past and with my future, I can't host lives. I can't speak and share things when I myself as a person want to be the one sharing it, because all of the fears come up, all of the conditioning and worries and everything starts flooding in, and I'm planning too much. What am I going to say? Should I structure this? And I just realized I myself can't do this. And so I was praying and asking, okay, what should I do here? Because I have too much anxiety as a person. And the guidance I kept getting was, it's not you who will be doing it. So just show up and be like an empty vessel. And so I was like, okay, be like an empty vessel. Be like an empty vessel. Let's just show up and sit down and see what happens. Don't plan anything other than I had a few bullet points of what I would want to say. And would you believe it was true? It was correct. If I just show up as an empty vessel with just a kind of concept in mind, maybe just a title, a few bullet points, and you start speaking, you are in the present moment, so the access to the divine is active and it's coming through. And it's what I'm doing in this very moment right now. I got the guidance to come and sit down. I had the theme in mind, but I have not planned a single thing. And I myself am just empty, and I'm just letting it flow through, flow through. And after the live the other day, I thought, okay, that was amazing. And I understand the power here of getting out of the way and not planning too much. And so now I keep getting the guidance to keep doing this throughout the whole of life. And so this scared me. I was like, really? Like the whole of life? Like everything? And I kept hearing, yes, yes, this is what all of your training has been for. This is what the whole spiritual journey has been for. The unraveling of your mind, all of it is to get you to realize this one thing, to stay in the present moment and let your portal be open for all of everything to just come through. And that's scary for the ego, because that is the end of control. That is the end of control, because it means you literally don't know what's going to happen, or don't have the means to plan anything for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year. Like, this is the opposite of a 5-year plan. How many of you have made a 5-year plan before? Because I know I have. And it's the complete opposite of how we've kind of been taught to think. And so I've been practicing this. I've been testing the waters and seeing what it's like when I do actually stay purely in the present moment. And the description that I've been getting is to have an empty mind, wide, wondrous eyes, and be receptive with your hands open like this. To just be receptive. And what ends up happening is all of your ideas come through, all of the creative ideas, the guidance, the take this step, go this way, do this thing. These all start coming through, and your life will end up being like a beautiful mosaic where you get one piece at a time and you start building the picture, and you only know what, say, your year has looked like from hindsight. But in the moment of actually living your life, you yourself are experiencing the creation of the painting, the creation of getting each breadcrumb, each mosaic piece, one at a time. And so when I say it's safer now to live in the present moment instead of living on the timeline where you're thinking about your past or future, it's because as soon as we go back on the timeline, we're immediately a person again. We're immediately our baggage, our past, and our conditioning and fears, and we're immediately projecting that forward. It's whatever your past is, you loop round to your future. So you're encased in your anxiety, you're encased in your conditioning. Whereas when you stay just right here in the present moment, you drop your past and you drop the future, and you're actually here being able to witness and see the synchronicity, hear the guidance, and everything will just flow and flow and flow to you. When I come back into the present moment, I instantly exhale and this smile comes on my face, and I just start laughing because there's so much peace, there's so much joy, there's so much guidance, and you can hear your communication. And it's the most fun, creative, and spontaneous day where amazing, amazing things start happening. But if I try to do that, I try to stay on the timeline, I try to plan my future too much, I get so caught up in making things happen. How am I going to make it happen? And most likely there's a fearful future that you have, right? There's a worst case scenario, the thing you're trying to avoid, a consequence that you're trying to avoid happening. And by trying to avoid something, we're actually putting attention on it. We don't want it to happen, but we're putting all of our attention on it not happening. Then our actions are counter actions to the fearful thing. They're not inspired actions. Our attention is not on our joy and on possibilities when we're trying to avoid a consequence. And so when you stay in the present moment and you receive the guidance, you receive the creative, imaginative ideas that are birthed from inspiration and joy, you actually are moving towards a future that feels more aligned and is more abundant and more spontaneous and fun. So keeping your attention here is kind of like watching a movie play out right before your eyes, and you're on the journey yourself, discovering what's already been laid out for you by God, what's already been planned, and is there's the force that is organizing everything, clearing your path, bringing you the opportunities and the people, and you I don't know how to describe this other than like you're just kind of here witnessing it. Like I've got a really funny image in my head, and I don't know how to describe it. It's like a you're just you're just on your way, and oh, my mind just went so blank. I'm gonna let it happen. Ah, let's take a breath. It's like watching a movie unfold before your eyes, and you get to witness the magic come in instead of trying to plan things when we can only plan to avoid pain, plan to avoid death, and plan to avoid disaster. So I will go into this a little bit more another day. I just really wanted to come in and just do a little 10-minute live on this topic. I'm going to go and meet my mum now, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this just gave you a little something to think about, because I'm really going to be working through this myself at the moment, because the guidance is so clear. You know, when the guidance is one thing, it's not numerous things. Your path has been honed in on one thing, and it's just stay in the present moment with a blank mind and wide, wondrous eyes. Ooh, hello. Oh, see, this is why I like doing lives, where it's just a little bit more interactive. I'm going to definitely start making this be a more common thing. But anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful day. It was so lovely being here for just this quick 10 minutes. And we'll go into this much deeper on another day. I love you. Bye.